Dick here with today's Life app. Hope you're enjoying these segments here on dickandjoan.com. Share them with your friends. Again, we're talking about vision, and I really believe this is such a component, such an important component of success in the marketplace, in ministry, wherever you are. You know, if you're a mom listening today and you say, well, man, I'm a stay-at-home mom, you have to have a vision. You have to have a vision for your household. You have to have a vision for your children. You have to have a vision for their future. You have to have a vision for your family. You have to have a financial vision for your financial welfare of your home and your household. You work with your spouse on that. So there's plenty of vision for every person that is needed. Helen Keller once said, what could be worse than being born blind? To have sight without vision. You know, statistics show us that 89% of what we learn is visual, 10% is auditory, 1% comes from the other senses. That's Stanford research, by the way. That is amazing. And if it's true, that means vision is very key to what we become as a believer, as a father, mother, business person, whatever it is. Vision will make us, in other words. Without a vision, we will perish, the scripture says, or dwell carelessly. But I just marvel at that, 89%. And of course, we need a spiritual vision. A spiritual vision. A lot of people have a vision. You know, you ever watch the program Dragon's Den, you know, and you see all these wealthy business people and so on. They have a vision, but that doesn't mean it's a spiritual vision. It's a vision, though. And I want to give you some facts about a vision. You see what you're prepared to see. You know, there's an interesting story about a denominational bishop which visited a small Midwestern college and began to discuss with the college dean the imminence of the millennium. All discoveries of nature have been discovered and all inventions conceived, he reasoned. The young dean politely disagreed, stating that within 50 years man would fly, which angered the bishop. Only angels are intended to fly, he raged. The bishop's name was right, and he had two boys at home named Orville and Wilbur. The father had two sons who lived under the same sky, but they did not see the same horizon. Isn't it funny? Their dad said absolutely not. Orville and Wilbur were the first to create man-made flight. So you see what you're prepared to see. Sometimes we just don't see because we just close our thoughts and our eyes to the ideas that could be there as a possibility. You know what? You see what you get. What you see is what you get. That's the second principle. What you see is what you get. And there's a famous quote by the president of Coca-Cola, which is 1923 to 1955, so a long time ago. Robert Woodruff said, I want every person in the world to taste Coca-Cola before I die. He probably was very close to achieving that. I've been to some of the most remote places in the world, third world nations, and you know what you see on the side of buildings everywhere? Well, I don't want to say any more because it's a brand name. Vision is ineffective until you have personal ownership. Vision is merely hope with a blueprint. You have to take personal ownership. Say, okay, now, you know, it may be someone else's vision. What if you're in a greater ministry or a church or a ministry that has a vision for something or a business? Well, you're going to buy into that vision. And when you do, it becomes yours. But it has to be personal ownership. You don't have to say, well, I'm following so-and-so's vision, you know. You have to say, no, this is my vision. I've bought into it. When you do, when there's personal ownership, the vision no longer becomes an exclusive dream. It's a shared dream. And there's nothing more powerful. You know, Joan, if you were ever to ask her about a vision, I mean, we have multiple visions. As I said, there are many layers of vision. But Joan will say, I have a vision for the glory of God to come to Canada and to stay in Canada. You know, it's something that has been a passion of her heart. And God has given her personal promises that she will see that. Well, that's an awesome vision. And it's one of many that we have. So we have for our business. Well, today's Life app, if you're going to be successful in your life, you're going to have to take ownership of a vision.